Hello guys, and what is going on? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about procrastination, and I know some of us may be guilty of it. I know I am. Procrastination basically means delaying a task for a later time, and it's usually due to anxiety, incapability, and fear. Now, I just finished reading this amazing book by Jacob Green called The Procrastination Fix, and I'm going to share my knowledge with you guys. We're going to classify different types of procrastination, and we're going to offer solutions and a new mindset for you to be able to conquer them. So if you're excited, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and let's get started. By the way guys, my name is Sepi and I'm the founder of Helix Academy in Toronto, and I make videos here on YouTube for you and my students to help you become limitless in and outside of school. So if you find my content interesting, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, because if you do that, it will really show me that my content is being used and you guys are liking it, so it makes me motivated to make you even more videos. Thank you so much. Let's get started. There are 6 different types of procrastinators. First is the perfectionist. They always look for the perfect time to start doing the task because they want to have and achieve perfect results. The dreamer. People that do really well with planning stuff, but when it comes down to taking action, they struggle. The crisis maker, which is the most common type amongst students. They like to say that they work really well under pressure, so they leave stuff for the last minute and cram through everything, and they always end up doing really well on that specific assignment. The problem becomes when stuff gets piling up, so they start missing deadlines, and without knowing, they're actually underperforming, so they can actually do much better than they are at the moment. The defier. These are people who like to rebel responsibilities and deadlines. They like to use the phrase, I don't care. I don't care. The overdoer. They put so much on their plates. They start taking the hard courses, extracurricular activities. They want to do volunteering, help their parents, socialize, and all of that together. They usually end up sacrificing tasks or quality. So I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like I used to be a crisis maker myself, and right now I'm kind of leaning towards the overdoer. So what I'm working on in this video for you is to share my strategies as well as everything I learned from the books. I hope you guys enjoy it. At the same time, if you now have a second, think about the type of procrastinator you are. I want you to comment it honestly in the comment down below and let me know which one you relate to the most. So what's the solution if you're a perfectionist? If you're a perfectionist, you really have to understand your fears about being perfect and achieving perfect results are not real. Perfectionism could be good if you're an artist because you're not going to rush yourself. You're not going to worry about deadlines if you're creating art because it's going to take away from your creativity, right? But if you have a physics lab or an assignment that is due in a week, you have to start on it right from the get-go. You can't expect it to be perfect right away. You have to work towards it. You have to ask questions, you have to research in order to make sure it's perfect. Not starting it from the get-go and just waiting for the perfect moment is just going to delay the task, and it's going to be basically procrastination, right? The most important thing is for you to be okay with making mistakes. Think about it. Even Elon Musk, when he created SpaceX and they started launching shuttles into the space, they failed 3 times. Once in 2006, once in 2007, and once in 2008, until they were able to have a successful launch. So don't be afraid of making mistakes. Start early. So what's the solution if you're a dreamer? You have to actually get out of your head. Just because you think you're going to be good at something, it doesn't mean that you're actually going to be good at it. We can have all these assumptions about ourselves that we're going to be great at something that we haven't attempted, but there's no evidence to prove it. So I can be sitting here and thinking about renovating a house and flipping it for more money, but when it actually comes down to it and I actually start doing it, I realize there's so much I don't know. There's so much experience that I need. I need to know how to deal with the city, get a permit, deal with renovation people, and find materials and things like that. There's so much that goes into it, but when I'm sitting here, it's really easy to get in my head and think that I can actually do it. So same for you guys. If you have an assignment or something important to do, you could convince yourself that you don't need a lot of time or a lot of experience, and you leave things for last minute. There's no evidence to prove it. So you have to make sure you start early to kind of understand what it takes to do well in that assignment. So what is the solution if you're the warrior? What we need to focus on is the outcome of missing those tasks. missing tasks and delaying tasks can actually change the whole course of your life. So what you need to do is to turn those negative thoughts into excitement and get started on the tasks right away. So what I really think that helps is to breaking your task into smaller tasks and feel good about getting each of them done and reward yourself. And remember, it's always okay to ask for help. The crisis maker. This one I can totally relate to. I used to leave everything for the last minute, not to sabotage my free time. I think at the time I didn't know how to put myself in the state of flow. So what I did is that I used that pressure to put myself into that state and get things done last minute. I feel like in order to battle this and really convince ourselves to start earlier, because we already are comfortable doing it later, we want to start earlier. So what we need to do is to have a to-do list and a reward system that we can actually stick to. And in order to do that, I understand it does require self-discipline. That's why I made another video on self-discipline. It's pretty short. You can click on the link in the description. I will leave it up in the cards as well. Make sure you check that out, and gives you some tips on how to become more self-disciplined. Also, before I talk about the defiers, I want to tell you none of this would be possible if you're not getting the right brain food for yourself, and you're not consuming the right calories, you're not exercising, and you're not getting enough sleep. I actually created a free program. Check it out. It's in the description. Download it, follow it. It will tell you what to eat. It will help you remove bad food from your diet. So it will give you an idea of how to become healthy. So you make sure you check that out. It's absolutely free. The defier. These are the cool people. They always say they don't care what happens. They don't care about the assignment. They don't care about their teacher. They don't care about anybody. And that's fine. It's okay if you don't care. But do you want to be the type of person that doesn't care about things? Or do you want to be a person who gets things done in future? Trust me, it might sound a little cool right now, but when you're 30, it won't. You need to make sure you take responsibility of your emotions, of your tasks that you're given in life. So make sure you keep that in mind before saying, I don't care about my assignment. The overdoer. And one of the most important lessons that I've learned in life is that you can't do it all. You have to prioritize. You have to understand what your goal is. If you are in school right now, that's the most important thing in your life. Believe it or not, you're given a task and you want to do your best in that task, because that's going to shape your personality and your attitude towards life in general. So if you're in school and you want to do well, make sure you spend at least 70 to 80% of your time towards becoming better and better in school, or whatever you're choosing to do in life. I really hope this video opened your eyes towards different types of procrastination, and you're able to classify yourself in whichever. Let me know in the comments which type you are. If this video helped you at all, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel so I know to make more videos like this for you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of my YouTube journey. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.